Good afternoon and welcome to yet another day of action. Well, we've got the first game of the day. It's SkyExchange.net presents Fan Code Oman D10, match number 21, and we are bringing this to you live from Oman Cricket Academy. Qurum Thunders versus Azaiba XI. Qurum Thunders had a great game last night, and it was all thanks to one man, Jatinder Singh, who lit the Oman Cricket Academy on fire. Well, it's not just one game, not two, not three, but 4 games lined up today. Match number 25, that's the first game. It's going to be Qurum Thunders taking on Amerat Royals. Well, clearly we have a lot of action. It's Qurum Thunders versus Azaiba XI. That's the right game, which is coming up to you live at 3:15 in just a few minutes from now. Match number 22, Qurum Warriors are looking at a very precarious situation. They are on the bottom of the table and they need some points desperately. They'll be taking on Bosher Busters live at 5:30 p.m. Match number 23, Rui Rangers will be taking on Darset Titans, and the fourth game is where the Royals of Amerat will be taking on the Giants of Gubra. Before we look at the points table, I'd like to introduce my co-commentator with me in the comm box. It's Ashok Purohit. Ashok, good afternoon to you.
Very good afternoon, Shoaib.
Well, we'll have a quick look at these teams and a lot of changes in the top 4 especially. Rui Rangers have come up to the top of the table. Amerat Royals, who were at the top of the table for quite some time, have dropped down to number 3 position. Rui Rangers are at 8 points. Qurum Thunders are at 8 points. Amerat Royals are also at 8 points. But the difference is in the net run rate. Rui Rangers have won all their matches very comfortably and with huge margins, enabling them to win at the net run rate of 3.71. Qurum Thunders, of course, the run rate has dropped a little bit, but they will catch up now rather than later. Of course, the 4 teams are in the top. Bosher Busters are also looking good. As usual, we are at the picturesque and the most beautiful venues that I've ever seen, and it's always a pleasure to be here at the Oman Cricket Academy. We've got some high quality cricket as well. Let's head down to the pitch report where we've got Suhas Vedam with his analysis of the pitch.
SkyExchange.net presents Fan Code Oman D10, and here we are with the surface and its story for you. As far as the cracks are concerned, yes, they are of course there, but they are not going to open up even though the day will progress. The 20 overs of this particular game, it's not going to change at all. It's going to be a complete batting paradise is what I feel. Remember, Qurum Thunders are taking on Azaiba XI. Qurum Thunders are someone who rely a lot on their batting. Azaiba XI, their bowling does the trick most of the time. So having said that, I would really feel the cracks will remain the same. The wicket's not going to change. But look at the length area. There is some dry grass over here. And this is where the spinners would try and pitch. Get that little bit of grip and trouble the batters. And let's see how much they can score from there. Having won the toss, I would say choose to bat first here.
Bat first, that has been the trend so far. What do you think of the wicket?
Teams are met with success, Shoaib, after batting first. This is the pitch we have for the 4 matches today. Cracks quite clearly seen there.
Well, there are some cracks as rightly mentioned by Suhas, and also some dry grass as you see as the cam crosses the good length area, and that's where the spinners will want to bowl. They have got a lot of turn, they've got some purchase of the wicket as well, and that means that they will pose some serious questions against the batters. Well, that's the pitch, but we'll have to wait and see who does what at the toss. We've got Suhas Vedam, we've got Mikhail Vaswani, apologies, with the 2 captains.
It's getting very hot here in Oman, but it's the points table that's getting hotter because the race to the top 4 is intensifying. Toss time here at the Oman Cricket Academy. It's the SkyExchange.net presents Fan Code Oman D10. I have the captain of Qurum Thunders, Jatinder Singh. I have the captain of Azaiba XI, Khalid Rashid. And sandwiched between them is Sagir, who will adjudicate the toss. Home team, Qurum Thunders, you'll be flipping. Khalid, you'll be calling. Kanjar is the call. Kanjar it is. Khalid, you won the toss. What have you decided and why?
Bat first. Will bat first because wicket similar wicket we are playing in last match and 99% बैट्समैन जो है वो इजी वे में खेलते हैं प्रेशर नहीं नो प्रेशर
मस्ट विन सिचुएशन में आप अपने आप को पाते हो कुछ डगआउट में डिस्कशन हुई है जो आपको लगे कि विल ब्रिंग अबाउट अ विनिंग कॉम्बिनेशन परफॉर्मेंस
सर ये लास्ट 2 मैच है ये तो डू एंड डाई है और आज भी हम डू डाई पे खेल रहे हैं और इंशाल्लाह
आपकी बॉलिंग अच्छी आ रही
सर बॉलिंग के बारे में क्या बोल सकता हूँ बस चल रहा है बस ऊपर वाला करा देता है अच्छी बॉलिंग और बस बाकी
एनी चेंजेस इन योर प्लेइंग 11
नो सेम टीम सर
गुड लक Khalid nice all the very best Jatinder what would you have done had you won the toss
I would certainly have batted first
the way you batted last evening I'm sure you just don't want to leave this 22 yards
of course yeah the mood was nice so I was connecting them so well so I just backed my instincts
any changes to your playing 11
no it's the same
good luck Qurum is looking good at number 2
yeah thank you so much
Right, so the news from the center is that Azaiba 11 have won the toss and they've decided to bat first.
Azaiba 11 getting that slight advantage. Both captains wanted to bat first, but Khalid from Azaiba 11 has won the toss and rightly decided to bat first.
Umpires coming out. Umpires... And we are looking forward to an interesting tussle. Qurum Thunders will be going high into the confidence after yesterday's blitz led by Jatinder Singh, the skipper. One of the fastest T10 half centuries seen. Here are the teams for the match. Upcoming match, Azaiba 11, Akmal Shehzad, Akil Mohammad, Arslan Bashir, the man in form, Asif Al-Balushi, Haitham Bahar, Imran Mohammad, Jasim Ilahi, Khalid Rashid, skipper Rao Wakar, Sagir Ahmed, Usman Haider. Qurum Thunders will have Ayyappa Konira Ratan, Ganesh Chandrasekhar, Jatinder Singh, the skipper, Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, Munish Ansari, Rana Naeem, Samesh Srivastav, Sandeep Gaud, Shoaib Khan, Siddharth Bukapatnam and Suraj Kumar, the wicketkeeper.
Azaiba 11 winning the toss and electing to bat first. A balanced dugout for both the teams. Balanced playing 11 as well, as we see the two batters walking out in the middle for Azaiba 11. Both of them will want to actually do well for Azaiba and start off well because they've won the toss. They've got the start advantage, the first movers advantage as they say, and now they need to capitalize on this. Of course, Qurum Thunders are looking like a very strong side. They have the right combination. The bowlers are doing the job, and of course the batters have come to the party. Kashyap Kumar Prajapati and Jatinder Singh both have been in prime form, and that will pose some real trouble for Azaiba bowlers. ITW Prod G Production, that's what it is. We're bringing you these broadcasts and live pictures from Oman Cricket Academy.
Yes, Ganesh Chandrasekhar and Munish Ansari have given the right start to the Qurum Thunders. They have been bowling tidy line and length. Ganesh looks set to be opening the bowling for Qurum Thunders. You're the man in form for Darsit Titans, Arslan Bashir. And they would be he would be looking for a good run score here, having a strike rate of 188.52 in 6 matches. Have already scored 230 runs.
That's right, he's been the man for Azaiba 11. He's been in good form, scoring consistently. The other man who's bowling well for Qurum Thunders is this man on your screens, Munish Ansari. While we speak about him, when he comes out to bowl, this is Rao Wakar Ahmed, who's opening the innings for Azaiba as well. 44 runs for him. This is his 4th game and a good strike rate of 146.6.
He would be looking for a big score here. Rao Wakar hasn't scored many runs despite having a good strike rate. Munish Ansari, right arm fast, has picked up 4 wickets in 6 matches with an economy of 8.80. Quite good bowling analysis there.
Oh yeah, especially in the D10 format. It's very impressive if you can keep anything under 9 or 10. That's a good economy, and Munish Ansari has done that for Qurum Thunders, and that is why they are in the top 4 as of now, as we speak. Of course, a lot of competition in that top 4. 3 teams on 8 points. So that definitely is going to get a lot more exciting as we close in on the round robin matches of the tournament.
Yes, quite true. And slingy action definitely troubles the batters. Muniz Ansari has got a sling low arm action, and that does cause trouble for the batters. This is the field for Muniz Ansari. Power play in play. So 2 men outside the field.
Sagir, the umpire, is waiting and inspecting if everything is okay, and here he says, let's play. So ball number 1, Muniz Ansari, and it's going to be Arsalan Bashir facing that first ball. Here we go. Starts off with the ball outside off, nicely played, but straight into the hands of the man with the yellow bandana, Sandeep Gaur.
Gave the width, was wide, didn't get much of a bat to it, but picks up single there. Muniz Ansari having a chat with skipper Jatinder. Azaiba 11. Oh, they didn't score a run there.
It went straight into the hands, so no chance for a run. Arsalan, had he played that just a little bit on the left or the right, that could have gone for 4. Meanwhile, catch it is the call. This one's gone up in the air, but will clear the infield. Arsalan trying to take the attack against Muniz, but hasn't timed it too well.
Yes, he couldn't get to the pitch of the ball, but goes with the shot anyway and mistimes it. Lands in no man's land. Lucky escape for Arsalan. Picks up a single finally. Azaiba 11 off the mark. 1 run after 2 balls.
It's now going to be Waqar. Azaiba has had a good tournament in this Fanco D10. They've won a few games and look like a different side. Starts off with a slingy ball outside off, beating the bat. Rao Waqar. This is a good length Muniz is bowling outside off, and also a good line.
Yes, and this was a bit slower, Shoaib. So Rao Waqar couldn't get the ball onto his bat. Bit wide. Some nice bowling there by Muniz Ansari.
Some changes in the field. Another man added onto the offside to cover that gap between the third man fielder and the point fielder. Again, Fuller and Driven. This time they take the run. 1 more run added to the total.
A premeditated shot. Gets a single. Off the mark.
Has been a good over. Muniz has been so consistent, and he's a senior campaigner. He's proving to be one. He's led the attack for Qurum Thunders, and he'll have a big role to play if they qualify in the top 4, because he's got tons of experience. Also played for the Abu Dhabi T10.
Comes with a lot of experience. This time Arslan goes straight, and that should be a boundary. The first boundary of the match. A nice hit by Arsalan.
Such a clean hit. It was full, and he decided to play it straight down the ground. Timed it too well, not hit it too hard, just placing it over the bowler's head, and he's got 4 runs.
Nice looking shot there by Arsalan. He's the man in form. Azaiba 11 hoping that Arsalan would strike big. His knock would be crucial.
Slower delivery, and he's played that with a lot of intent. He's middled it, and it's gone the distance. So a good over has converted into a not so good over. Muniz Ansari proving to be a little expensive, and that's a good start for Azaiba 11. First over gone, and Azaiba 11 are 12 for no loss.
Slightly away. Under. That's a leg.
Ganesh Chandrasekhar. So pace attack from both the ends. The ball is coming good. Ganesh Chandrasekhar. Ganesh Chandrasekhar to bowl the second over. Right arm medium fast. Played all the matches. Picked up 4 wickets at an economy of 11.67. Would be looking for some better economy and wickets here.
Starts off with a good ball, but an even better shot from Waqar. Deft touch. It was full. It was not a bad ball, but Waqar watched it till the end and just guided it on its way to short third man, and that's gone the distance. That's 4 for Waqar.
That's so typical a D10 shot. Improvised it, just guided it towards the third man boundary.
Very well played. Good start to the over for Azaiba and Waqar. Pressure straight away on Ganesh, who's been a little off colour in this tournament. Fuller, and he's played that high. Will it go all the way? Yes, it will. It will go and hit the hoardings. That's how well timed that shot was. Not an easy shot to be playing. To clear the infield, to clear the boundary ropes, over point is always difficult. And Waqar is in some great touch.
Waqar matching his partner Arsalan, goes big and connects it properly over the point boundary for 6 valuable runs. Both the batters batting at 11 or 4 ball each.
Yes, a 4 and a 6 in this over already. 2 balls have been bowled. That's a much better length. And well played by Waqar. He wanted to go for a big hit, but then realizing that it's not in his zone, so at the last moment checks his shot and takes a single. Good batting.
Good comeback by Ganesh after being hit for a 4 and a 6. Bowls a much better line. Waqar gives due respect to the ball. Picks up a single. Keeps the scoreboard ticking. Azaiba 11-23 for no loss.
This is a good start for Azaiba against a very strong bowling lineup of Qurum Thunders. They have batted with a lot of intention, a lot of aggression as well, and they are batting sensibly at times. So if it's not in the zone, they're making sure that they take those singles. They're avoiding a lot of dot balls, and when it's a gifted delivery, when it's a loose delivery, they are capitalizing on it.
That's indeed smart batting, not missing on the singles. In D10 you need to keep the scoreboard ticking, and Azaiba 11 doing exactly the same, keeping the scoreboard moving.
Another single, looking for 2. They've run the first one hard. Again, a good sign from the batters. They are not only hitting the boundaries and sixes, they are also looking to take those singles and put pressure on the fielders who are on the boundary rope. So this is good batting from Azaiba 11.
Very sensible. Arslan and Waqar showing maturity, going for the shots when it's needed, loose balls being dispatched to boundaries, and picking up singles when the ball is not being in the zone.
Another good shot, played with soft hands. He realizes that the fielder is on the 30-yard circle. He's got an opportunity for a single if he plays it with soft hands, and that is exactly what he does. 2 overs gone. Azaiba 11 are 26 without loss.
Power play, power play. Power play. हाँ. मियाँ नहीं पाओ यार. मियाँ जी आप ही डालो. Power play चलो. चलो चलो यार. Bowler continue.
So Munish Ansari continues, and that's a good strategy from the captain, Jatinder Singh. He wants to use him up front and try to put pressure and try to get wickets as well.
Fielding changes there for Munish Ansari. 2 on the boundary and the onside. Offside cordon strengthened inside the line. 30 yards. This time, just a single.
That's a quick single. It went straight into the hands of Samay, who's a very good fielder, but they've still challenged his throw. And because the intent was already there, they were able to take that run.
What's been really interesting and impressive so far has been Azaiba 11 batters, openers Waqar and Arslan picking up runs regularly, be it singles, be it boundaries, be it sixes. They have managed to keep the scoreboard ticking, and that's very important in this format. Munish Ansari giving a rub.
Way outside off, but won't be given a wide because there was a slight shuffle from the batter before the ball was being delivered. Good call from the umpire.
Good breeze blowing across the Oman Cricket Academy, and you see the batter had moved prior to the delivery, and umpire Sagir says not a wide. Strong winds being experienced here, the northwesterly as predicted by the weather department in Oman.
Oh, that's a full toss delivery. That one was asking to be hit, but Waqar was not expecting that, and that's what happens when you have a premeditated shot in mind, when you have preconceived notions that this bowler is bowling at a certain line and length. You are expecting that, and when you start expecting, you can't hit these loose deliveries.
Yes, he had a similar premeditated shot in the previous over. This time he couldn't capitalize on this loosener from Munish Ansari. He doesn't give many of those loose deliveries, but this time gets away with it.
Another low full toss, looking to bowl those Yorkers. A direct hit could have been difficult for Azaiba, but they've made it in the end. So another run.
Good throw there by Samay Srivastav. Here is the single, quick single. Samay goes on the ball fast, but misses the stumps. A good attempt by Samay, keeping the pressure on the batters. Agile on the field. He, along with the other fielders like Sandeep Gaur, they are known to be very good fielders.
Who takes the outside edge, unlucky. Munish, when he's bowling so well, he doesn't deserve to be edged and taken for 4. But that is how cricket is. That is the harsh reality of a batter being able to score runs off the edges of the bat as well. Waqar Rao does that, and he gets 4 vital runs for his team.
Yes, that was a lucky shot from Waqar. Didn't get to the line of the ball. Gets a thick edge. The ball races to the boundary. So lucky boundary there for Azaiba 11. Waqar races to 18 of 9. Arslan batting at 15 of 8.
Munish, last ball of the over. In the slot, but straight to the fielder. Oh, there could be a run out. There could be a run out, and there will be a run out. Both the batters looking at the fielder, not calling each other. Waqar wanted to go for that run. Arslan was ball watching, and when you do that, it means trouble.
Indeed. Total lack of communication here. Arslan goes for the hit, but it goes straight. There's a misfield there, and that is the reason why he starts for a run, and that's a very simple run out. Suraj Kumar quick to whip the bails off. So a healthy partnership, which looked to be getting dangerous, is broken off a run out. Rao Waqar out for 18 of 10. Azaiba 11 33 for 1 after 3. Bowling change after the third over. Ayyappa Konira Ratnan. Apologies, Ayyappa Konira Rattan. He's picked up 3 wickets in 6 matches with an economy of 8.86. That's quite an impressive economy in a D10 format. Left arm orthodox spinner. Ayyappa would be looking to curtail the runs of the blade of Arslan, who's been looking good so far. Akmal Shehzad joins after the fall of Rao Wakar. An unfortunate run-out dismissal there. Ayyappa bowls a nice ball, but it's a single there, straight to mid-off.
Let's look at that wicket. Again, that confusion. It was hit with so much of conviction. But look at that. Both of them were ball watching. They were not responding. I think there's Wakar who's at fault. He was never looking at his partner. He was always looking at the ball. Arslan was never running. And that means trouble. And that is what it was. Akmal Shehzad is the new man in. 6 matches, 33 runs for him, 113. A lot of faith being shown in Akmal Shehzad. It's time for him to return the faith with some runs. Nicely bowled. Ayyappa gets that. Gets some turn, gets some bounce as well. A dot ball.
That's very impressive from Ayyappa. Nice, good ball. The new batter Akmal beaten there. All ends up.
Takes the aggressive route, uses his feet, wanted to play it straight down the ground. The ball reaches the short third man fielder. He'll get off the mark with the single, but not the most convincing of ways to get off the mark.
Yeah, he did come down the pitch, but couldn't connect it. And that's the reason we got an edge. This time they run a quick single. Ayyappa keeping it tight. Runs not coming the way Azaiba 11 would have wanted. They should be looking for boundaries here.
They look for another single, looking for 2, and will settle for 1. Yes, the skipper is on the boundary ropes, Jatinder Singh. We've seen that he likes to field in the outfield. He likes to be there, take those catches, stop some boundaries.
Last ball of the over. Good ball there. An appeal.
Good over. Quick change, guys.
But umpire says not out. Azaiba 11, 37 for 1 after 4 overs. Rao Wakar, the only batter back to the dugout, run out. For 18 of 10, Arslan going strong. 17 of 11, Akmal Shehzad has just joined. 2 of 3 after 4 overs, 37 for 1, Azaiba 11.
Shoaib Khan, the new bowler, will be brought into the attack. Starts off with a slower ball. Akmal Shehzad says thank you very much. He's hit that straight, he's hit that long, and it's gone for half a dozen. Yes, that signals that it's 6 runs. Shoaib starts off with a loosener, and Akmal Shehzad makes full use of it.
Indeed, a loosener there. Full length ball, dispatched. Give the treatment it was expected for, and valuable 6. A much needed maximum to boost Azaiba 11's scoreboard. 43 for 1.
Akmal Shehzad, it is important that for him, for his individual performance, it is important that he plays and scores runs, because he's been underperforming for quite some time now. Goes for the Yorker, takes the outside edge. The same story, same result with the short third man fielder inside the circle. This is going to be a regular feature. 4 more for Akmal Shehzad.
And these runs will boost his confidence. A maximum and then followed by a edge towards a boundary. So 10 runs of 2 balls. Akmal Shehzad looks to be in good form. He would like to continue this form. Bowling change. On square leg fielder being brought in to the circle.
Starts off with another ball which is outside off. Yes, Shoaib has not started off well. Normally he's a very smart bowler, thinking bowler. He mixes it up and keeps the batsman guessing as well. But today he's been kept guessing. He doesn't know where to bowl.
Yes, the pressure after being hit for a maximum and a boundary forces the bowler like Shoaib to try out some new variations, and that's where he's erring in the line. One more time, but this time wide, but it's not
wide enough.
Not wide enough to be declared a wide.
That's true. It was almost on the line. The umpire says that it's a legal delivery. The line belongs to the umpire. And if he feels that it's a wide, it is a wide. A good ball from Shoaib. Again, that wide line, that's where he's targeting. They look for 2 and get 2 as well. It was played in the vacant area around that sweeper cover region. 2 more added to the total.
All the 4 deliveries have been wide, and that's the line what Shoaib has targeted. This is the dugout of Azaiba 11. Again a wide, missing the line and length there. Shoaib.
Well, he needs to get a move on. That was a wide. It's been called a wide. He's not happy. Well, he shuffled. That's why he is not happy. But it was way outside off, and I think it's a fair call. He's been expensive, and that's why he's a little more animated than usual. Way outside off again. This time, the umpire says it's a fair delivery, but I think it was a very close call.
It's a very close call there. Looked to be wide from the calm box. Just on the line. This time the batter didn't shuffle, and it looked to be quite wide. This time it is a wide. Some poor bowling there by Shoaib Khan. Not a good sign there. Quite animated there. Shoaib Khan needs to get on with the bowling.
Yes, that was way too wide again, and he's complaining that the batsman is shuffling. He's moving towards the offside, and that's why he should be given the liberty to bowl a lot wider. I think what he should do now is try and bowl on the stumps. That's another good delivery outside off. And finally, this over comes to an end. The never-ending over of Shoaib. Expensive as well, 15 of it. 5 overs gone. Azaiba 11 are 52 for 1. बंद कर दिया क्या? जल्दी जल्दी यार गाइस एसी तो ऑन है. सेम बॉल है कंटिन्यू. 5 overs gone, 52 for 1. Muniz Ansari has completed his 2 overs. They're looking for wickets. First ball of the Ayappa over. Another quick run taken. And they'll settle for 1. Changing the voices in the com box to take you through for the next 5 overs. It's going to be Mikhail Vaswani and Suhas Vedam. Well bowled, well bowled. Ready.
Thank you, Shoaib. Azaiba 11 may have 9 wickets in the hand, but they'll be on the lookout for more runs. This is match number 1 of the Super Saturday. We have 3 more lined up after this. Qurum Thunder sitting pretty on number 2 in the points table. Azaiba in a must-win. They won the toss, decided to bat. They'll be looking at 120, 130. Very good delivery. That could be a very close call. But the umpire is just not interested. And Chonira is seeking explanation as well. And interestingly, it's a leg by. Good afternoon, Suhaswedam.
Very good afternoon, Mikhail. Very good afternoon to everyone watching. Azaiba 11, 55 for 1. They'll be happy with the start, especially against Qurum Thunders. This looked very close. I reckon that would have gone on to disturb the stumps. The angle at which he's attacking as well. Oh, well. If the previous one was doubtful if it'll hit the stumps, this one definitely does.
Oh yes, playing across the line. Akmal Shehzad's poor run in the fan code. Oman D10 continues. That was a very poor shot. That was quicker, came with the arm. Everything in that. Chonira, he had a decision being turned down. This time just went with the angle far of the crease, delivering this ball. And Castles his man as well. Akmal Shehzad has to walk back. 15 in 11. Another wicket falls for Azaiba. It's 55 for 2 in the 6th.
चलो यार वेल बोल तीनों चार
55 for 2. Usman comes out to bat. 277.78, that strike rate. 3 sixers and incredible hitter of the ball indeed. Last time the equation was way out of control for him when he came out to bat. And that's how he starts the innings. Gets it in the gap, one bounce under the stands, not into them.
Usman waited for this delivery, and he'll be happy that he's off the mark with that boundary. Very good shot. There was no protection there. Towards the square leg region is where he got that 4. Azaiba 11 will have to look at something close to 130 because it's a very strong batting lineup that Qurum Thunders have. We've seen it in the last few games. The top order is in sublime form. Prajapati Kashyap striking well last evening. It was Jatinder Singh. They have a very long and strong batting lineup. 2 more games for them, including this one for Azaiba 11. And if they can get 4 points, they could be in the top 4. Qurum Thunders at the moment will just be eager to keep that winning momentum. It's a short tournament. You need to get the wins going.
Oh, absolutely. And look at the way Azaiba 11 have embraced the opportunity of a D10. Completely different side to what it was in D20. They found the balance. They found the right ways to attack as well. The strategies have been excellent implementation, even more so. That is why Azaiba 11 has stood out in this tournament.
Oh yes, it's been a complete turnaround by Azaiba 11 from D20 to D10. 6 overs gone, it's 60 for 2.
गुड बॉलिंग है ये पर 2 11 हेलमेट हेलमेट जल्दी जल्दी गाइस
6 overs gone, 60 for 2. Shoaib went for 15, but the captain is persisting with him. He suggests this over would be different. The record-in-chief, Arslan, 18 of 13, still there. Usman's the new man in, who's already got a boundary under his belt. Azaiba 11 would be happy. They're 60 on the board after 6. They are creating a launch pad for themselves in the last 4. how much is enough is always a question when you're up against Qurum Thunders, especially when they are chasing in beast mode.
Again, a wild swing at that one. Shoaib is preferring that line outside off at the moment. You talk about the launch pad that they're creating, Suhas, and quite rightly so. That's because they promoted their most informed batter as an opener today. Arsalan is a middle order batter, but today he opened the innings for Azaiba 11. We'll take a look at the field as well. The boundary riders on the off and on. You have at long off and sweeper cover, 2 fielders. Third man as well deployed. Again, outside off, slash to the extra cover region. That's Jati for you. He's electric in the field. And he'll not let that ball pass. Very good effort there.
Yeah, that shot deserved more. Jatinder Singh putting his body on the line. An excellent dive as well. Yeah, that was a full toss. And Shoaib was pleading for support from his fielders. He gets it from the skipper. When you identify the opportunity half early, half the job's done. We'll keep it down to a single. They want no drama here. Azaiba 11. Suraj has been very impressive in front of the wicket. No, this wasn't required. Suraj is wondering. There is something called the backup. Shoaib's thinking it's dead ball. And will have to cross again. So it is dead indeed. One would be counted. The second one wasn't.
Oh yes, the ball wasn't in play, deemed by Sagir the Empire, and he was checking that with the square leg Empire as well, and quite rightly so. Shoaib as well was very certain that it was just 1 run and not 2, and a very good call. This means that Usman will retain, will be on strike. Again that region. Just wonder what's the tactic over here. Are they trying to keep it outside off and not allowing them to play towards the shorter part of the boundary, which is the leg side at this point in time?
That's not a bad option at all if you can execute it correctly, because Usman's a predominantly leg side hitter. Succeeds more often than not in getting it from the middle of the bat and out of the ground. For the offside, he's got one man protecting the boundary road. That's the sweeper. Usman's quite content hitting it straight this time round. Will have to settle with a single. Second run would be a struggle indeed. You look at it, Shoaib's gone for runs. 10 balls, 19 for him.
Oh yes, and because he's been bordering around that danger line outside the off stump, he decided to come 1 ball around the wicket just to see if he can find that line. He got that on the full, and he's again back on over the wicket. Again, he's just trying to flirt around with that danger. It's been picked up. 1 bounce into the ropes for a 4. You can't really earn in line if it's Arsalan on strike, because he's batting like a man on a mission for Azaiba 11. They just want to check that the batters believe that it's gone the distance for a home run.
1 full toss too many. And Arslan knew that it was going to be a low full toss as well. Was sitting down on one knee, treating Shoaib like a spinner. Just inside the boundary rope, hence it's 4. Otherwise 2 more runs would have been granted. But it's a good ploy. Both the batters are targeting straight down the ground. That's it well. That's it really well. This will definitely go the distance. Fabulous shot indeed. Full tosses are not working.
Oh yes, more often we've seen it, but nevertheless it's a very good over here. 7 gone, it's 74 for 2.
चलो चलो यार जी चल समय
74 for 2 in 7 overs. Aslan Bashir still out there, 29 of 16. He holds the key to a big finish over here. Waqar and Akmal got starts. Usman Haider, 7 of 5, needs to get going right away. He's already got 1 boundary under his belt. Asif Balushi, Jasim Ilahi, there is batting to come. Samay Srivastava, it's time for some leg spin.
He is a very nice, smart leg spinner to have in the side. He uses the surface very well. Also, he varies his length 7 wickets for him at an economy of 7.90. He's taking a liking for this format. Samay Srivastava, he'll be up against Usman, who will take no time, or rather waste no time to go big. Again, keeping it flat, keeping it quick. That's Samay for you. He'll not give a lot of air here, and he'll also keep that pace very, very quick. Slashed hard this time, cut away towards the extra cover region. Very good shot. There was protection, but it's the bat he got on ball that gave Usman those 4 runs. Much needed boundary here for Azaiba.
Now this spells trouble for Qurum Thunders. Usman starting to unfurl his shots on the offside as well. This went unchallenged. It's that length too, which just allows Usman to rock back on the back foot. Swing and a miss. This time didn't bounce as much.
The idea is to not get too predictable with your length sometimes. Now Samay will have to keep wearing it, and the pace as well. The release will be important. This time looks to go big, but has he castled him? Not really. For a while it looked like as if it crashed onto the stumps. How did that miss the off stump?
Where did it hit him is another question. Was he in line? Now this angle wouldn't tell us that though, but this will give us a fair idea of the bounce. A boundary in the over and 3 dot balls. This had to happen. Samay Srivastava has finally found a way to send Usman back to the hut. The patience, the perseverance, everything's paying off.
Well, something had to give way. Usman was chancing his luck. This time he challenged Samay Srivastava as well, but didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball. That was delivered quicker, dragged it short, and Suraj is very tidy behind the stumps. Very fast glove work done by him. Usman's short stay yields only 11 runs. Azaiba lose their 3rd wicket at 78 for 3 in the 8th over.
One more ball to go to end the over. 4 runs and a wicket. Samay has pulled it back brilliantly. Hedim Bahir comes to the middle. 163.16, that's strike rate. Loves to go straight down the ground. Samay Srivastava is mixing it up nicely. He's not scared to toss the ball up, that occasional one. This, of course, was quicker. Hedim's off the mark. And with that single, the over shall end as well. 8 overs gone, 79 for 3.
Sorry, bhai. Good over yaar. Clap करेंगे यार guys. गणेश है ना गणेश? हाँ, चाचा क्या हो गया? ओ, क्यों? क्या कर रहा है? चाचा, चल जरा शाबाश.
5 bowlers used so far by Qurum Thunders. 2 of them have been successful in providing wickets. Ayyappa Chaniraratan disturbed the off stick. Samay Srivastava got the batter stumped. In fact, the 2 bowlers who picked up wickets have been the one who've been great on economy as well.
And both spinners taking the ball away from the right-handed batter. Ganesh Chandrasekhar being introduced into the attack. $14 in his first over. He's been a touch expensive. Can he redeem himself? Oh, that's been picked up. High and handsome. It's the pace at which the ball comes onto the bat that makes batting very easy on the surface. Hedim Bahir has not missed out on this opportunity, and he welcomes Ganesh Chandrasekhar with a towering 6 over the mid-wicket region.
Oh, what a hit. He was waiting for the slower delivery. Ganesh Chandrasekhar also bowled it in the slot. Hedim knows how to use the long handle. This one went the distance. 7 of 2, good start for Hedim. Can he provide the mega finish that Azaiba looking for? He's gone for it again. This one's got height and only height. No distance. Will it be taken? No. Ayappa Chonira was circling around it, was never settled under it, and was never going to be easy as well, because he started off to run in sideways motion and realized he might have to turn the other way too and run backward. So much happening. The ball was up in the air for a long time.
Yes, indeed. And Chonira did well to get underneath that one, but not completely. The ball was just tapering away from him as it was coming down from the clouds. But expect the fielders to feel interested for the next 10 deliveries, because the batters will throw their bat at virtually everything. Once again, Hedim giving the charge, but a nice change of pace there and keeping that outside off.
This is what you plan, isn't it? This is a well-planned delivery, well-practiced delivery. Works really well during the death. Once again, slightly slower, rolls his fingers over it. Now, because Hedim was on the move, it was difficult for him to make contact as well, as he expected it to be quicker. What's this one going to be? Slightly slower again. Just targeting the off stick this time. Doesn't get underneath this one. Hedim has missed out on it. So an over that started off with a 6 hasn't provided much thereafter. Just 3 runs with 2 more balls to go. But it's up to Arsalan now.
And Qurum Thunders won't be bothered much, because they have been scoring runs in a heap, and if they could restrict the Azaiba 11 to inside 100, they'll feel this match is half won. At the same time, it's the top order that is looking so good for the Qurum Thunders. Chandrasekhar has come back well. Another tossed up delivery rather from his end. It's been a gentle medium pacer. It's got the toe end of the bat, and the catch has been taken as well. Very nice catch by Sandeep Gaur. He'll not miss many. One of the better fielders in Oman cricket. And this was Arsalan Bashir. He has a message to say. There's something being exchanged between him and Samay Srivastav. A few words being hurled at each other. Not a good sight here, but Arsalan Bashir has a mouthful to say as Samay Srivastav gives him a send-off. It's quite an animated discussion, and just good to see the umpires as well intervening and trying to douse the situation. We'll take a look at this once again.
The catch completed. Wonderful. Yeah, took it sideways, but Sandeep Gaur was always under control while he did so. Aslan Bashir walks back for a well-made 29, 88 for 4. Ganesh Chandrasekhar. He's just got better and better as the over has progressed. 1 more ball to go. Full toss, but didn't middle it at all. This game called cricket, full tosses are meant to go for 6s, even more so in a 10 over contest. 9 overs gone, 89 for 4.
चल चल समय चल जल्दी जल्दी जति भाई यार ओए समय 3 कट रखने समय तीनों कट रखने सेम बॉलर कंटिन्यू राइट आर्म बॉलर कमिंग ठीक है गणेश जल्दी गणेश
6 legal deliveries left. Azaiba will be eyeing anything over 100 at this point in time. Hedim still in the middle. Has accumulated 11 and 6. He'll be up against Samay, who was very good in his first over, giving only 5. Who's going to win this battle between bat and ball?
That's a very good delivery to start off. The idea is to take the second one as well. No, they'll settle with only 1.
90 for 4. Qurum Thunders won't be disturbed with this total at the moment. Azaiba winning the toss. Just feel they are a few runs short. Anything over 130 would have given them a very good chance of staying in the contest. But it's T10, anything can happen. We've seen teams being dismissed in 60 as well. This square leg, this deep mid wicket, long gone in position. Swing and a miss.
That psychological 100 is 10 away. 4 more deliveries to go. Samay just one of the first 2. It started off well. That's a very good delivery indeed. Leg bye is signalled.
The question here is, was the impact outside the line? Very close, but Navneet Krishnan was quick to signal it's a leg bye. But how well has Samay bowled?
Well, no saliva on the ball. He's also got to be careful of no saliva on the hands. Straight to the fielder. And in fact, trouble at the non-strikers as well. Akil walks back without facing much. Scores nothing. Samay Srivastava, how good has he been today with the ball in hand and on the field as well?
Well, the intent by Haitham was absolutely right. The execution was just not there. The presence of mind by Chandrasekhar was nice. The moment he collected the ball, he just threw it back to Samay at the non-striker's end because the batter had backed up way too much. And this means another wicket falls for Azaiba 11. Half their side in the dugout as Akil goes without scoring. It's 91 for 5 with 2 deliveries left.
Oh, he's bowled really well. Samay. I think he's a better bowler when he knows that the batter is going to come after him. That's why in T10, he's doing a tremendous job. Even in T20, he bowled the difficult overs. Nothing has changed even though the format has shrunken. Does this one have enough? It does. 98 for Azaiba as they end with a 6 will grant him some momentum going into the dugout. 99 required for Qurum Thunders. Well, this looks like a track where batting is possible, but if you're very shrewd with your bowling, especially as a spinner, it has something for you.
Yes, some impetus towards the end. Jasim and Haitham getting around 19 runs in 10 deliveries as they crawl to 98. It's been that kind of a batting effort where the runs have not come at the speed at which they would have wanted, and Qurum Thunders will be happy, especially Samay Srivastava. He may have conceded a 6, but he's been very miserly in that bowling performance of his. Arsalan Bashir opened the innings, 29 of 17. Everyone getting a start. The top 4, Rao Wakar, Akmal Shehzad and Usman Haider. Nobody really taking it forward. Haitham then came and hit 13 of 9, and Jasim Ilahi with that last 6.
Bowlers used 5 of them. Muni Sansari in 2 overs was expensive today. Ganesh Chandrasekhar picked up a wicket, of course, but economy rate slightly higher for his standards. Ayappa Chanira Ratan was excellent in his 2 overs. Shoaib Khan wasn't. Samay Srivastava was definitely wonderful today, especially on the field. 98 is what Azaiba got, and this is how they got there. Anything pitched up was wonderfully played, and Muniz was pitching almost everything up with little swing on offer. The batters loved scoring runs all round the park when Muniz was bowling. Bit of misfield never helps, but on that occasion it definitely did. Confusion for Wakar Rao, wanted the single. Aslan didn't. Aslan continued the assault. Akmal's poor form continues though.
Oh yes, Samay was introduced into the attack, and the moment he came, he got the wickets as well. There were a few big hits. They were trying their luck, trying hard as well. Arsalan Bashir too decided to make most of the opportunities, but he departed, and Samay kept striking at will. This was another run out in the end. Ganesh Chandrasekhar, good presence of mind at the non-striker's end. Akil had to walk back, and this final delivery, which resulted in a 6 from the bat of Jasim, that helped Azaiba 11 go to 98 in their 10 overs. This means that when Qurum Thunders come out to bat, they'll need to score a little under 10 overs to win this contest as well. We head into a short break. When we come back, we'll get you the chase.
Good evening and welcome back. It's SkyExchange.net presents Fan Code Oman D10 match number 21. Qurum Thunders are taking on Azaiba 11. Azaiba 11 batted first, and this is what happened. Well, Azaiba 11 scored 98 for 5, and the top three scoring some runs, but in the end, that steam from Azaiba just phasing out. They couldn't finish well in the end, and that is what happened. The score was just below par, 98. Qurum Thunders will believe that they've got this game in their hands. Bowlers for Qurum Thunders did well as well. Munis Ansari scoring, giving 19 runs and not taking a wicket, but he bowled well in the power play overs. Ganesh Chandrasekhar, Ayyappa Ratan and Samay Srivastav getting one piece each. So the two captains, the two umpires are walking out in the middle, and Navneet Krishnan on your left with the white ball, and Sagir, the other umpire, are walking out to start the proceedings. And giving me company in the comm box is my friend, co-commentator, my role model, my inspiration, guide, mentor, Ashok Purohit.
Thank you very much, Shoaib. That's quite a bit of compliments here. What a wonderful bowling performance by Qurum Thunders. Didn't give much to Azaiba 11, restricted them below the psychological 3-digit mark of 100. The man in form, the two batters, Qurum Thunders regular openers, Jatinder Singh and Kashyap Kumar Prajapati. What an innings Jatinder Singh played last evening. Lit up the sky at the Oman Cricket Academy. There were fireworks exploding all around the park. Scored one of the fastest half centuries around the world. 13 ball 50. A ball less, he would have been in the august company of stars like Chris Gale.
That's right. What a great performance Jatinder Singh put up. But this man on your screens, Kashyap Prajapati, is no less than a wonder. He's been performing so well for Oman and for Qurum Thunders as well. 4 matches, 118 runs, and look at that strike rate. That tells you how talented this batter is. 251 in a D10 format. That's absolutely wonderful.
Jatinder Singh, the man who mesmerized everyone last evening with a strike rate of 240.54, played 4 matches, scored 89. But this half century yesterday was just out of the world.
That's right, out of the world. That's how well he played. Azaiba 11, Sagir Ahmed, right arm fast, getting a game today. And he'll be starting the proceedings for Azaiba. If they can get these two men out early, they might stand a chance. But on the other hand, these two batters will want to finish things off early. They would be looking to chase this down in 7 or 8 overs.
Yes, the key for Azaiba 11 would be the wicket of either of the batter. Here's the field. There's no weight wicket.
Starts off with the ball outside off. Oh, that's been played in the gap. The ball is trickling away towards the boundary, and that will go the distance. So the great run of form continues for Qurum Thunders. It's Kashyap Kumar Prajapati who starts off with a boundary and gets off the mark with a 4.
That's absolutely a terrific shot. On the back foot, punches it, bisecting the fielders there. A great start to start the run chase. Sagir, this time he has lofted it, and it's a boundary. It's a 6. What a mighty 6 he has hit here. Kashyap is on a roll. After the boundary of the first ball, this time he goes over the fielders, and that's a huge 6.
Well, that was a beautiful drive on the up, and he's middled it so well, timed it so well, everything right about that shot. Gets 6 more. So 4 and 6, Sagir is definitely under the pump.
Sagir this time bowls a slow ball, and there's a bit of hesitation for the run. Kashyap does well to stop Jatinder on the tracks. No run. Qurum Thunders 10 after 9 deliveries. Sorry, after 3 deliveries.
Sagir is under pressure. 3 deliveries, 10 runs already. Another slow delivery. He waits this time and plays it up and over the fielder. It's gone for another boundary. So dealing in boundaries as of now and as of yesterday, that form continues. They only want to finish things off with boundaries and sixes.
Kashyap here seems to have taken a leaf out of Jatinder's evening last. And this one is smashed for another boundary. 3 boundaries, including a 6 already hit by Kashyap. 14 or 4.
Oh, that's another good shot. That's even better. It's gone the distance. That is a monstrous hit. Kashyap Kumar Prajapati can do nothing wrong. He is getting into the groove. 20 of just 5. Sagir doesn't know where to bowl.
Each shot exhibits a vast repertoire of Kashyap's confidence and his stroke making abilities. This time he goes over long on. This is a huge 6. What a clean hitting there by Kashyap Kumar.
Last ball of the over, he would want to finish off well. He's sighting the ball so well, picking the line early. Again, straight down the ground. Again, he's got the similar result. This is batting at its absolute best. D10 format has been brought to life, courtesy some brilliant hitting from Kashyap Kumar. First over is completed. Qurum Thunders have scored 26 without loss.
That's your middle guarding. अबे इधर से एक निकाल एक और पे निकाल.
As strong as the breeze is Kashyap's knock. Such a strong start to the innings. Qurum Thunders off to a rollicking start, an explosive start, and all credit to Kashyap Kumar. 26 coming off his blade. He faced all the balls, ensured that they are off to an solid start here, chasing 99 to win. Jasim Ilai Nasser Ali, the right arm fast bowler, has bowled in 6 matches, picked up 2 wickets. He's come into the attack, and Jatinder Singh would face the first ball after last night's heroics.
Starts off with a big hit on the very first ball. Fielder coming underneath it, hasn't timed it too well and will complete a good catch. So after the heroic performance from Jatinder Singh, this is an anti-climax. He's gone on the very first ball that he faced. Some relief for Azaiba. Qurum Thunders lose Jatinder Singh.
Absolute anti-climax there. A vital breakthrough there for Azaiba 11. What a breakthrough. The prize wicket of Jatinder. Here's a dismissal. Goes for a big one. Doesn't get the distance. Gets a huge elevation. And it's gone up high in the sky, and a well-judged catch there by Imran.
So Jatinder Singh out for a golden duck. Qurum Thunders are 26 for 1.
Batsman. Right arm bowler coming over the wicket. 5 more balls to come. Captain ready?
Kashyap to take the strike. Jasim Ilai bowls a short ball. Fails to capitalize on this. Straight to mid-off. No run there.
So one talented batter replaces another. Shoaib has been sent at number 3 position. No ball called by the umpire Navneet Krishnan. And that means one thing. It's going to be a free hit.
Kashyap would try to launch it over the ropes. Kashyap has been in such a sublime form here. First over, he has smashed 26. Would be looking for some more hits. This time the slow one, picked well, and the ball is racing to the boundary for a 4. So his excellent run of Kashyap continues. He races to 30. Qurum Thunders 31 for 1.
Yes, Kashyap Kumar is middling the ball so well. This time it was a slower ball. He waited for it, and that shows how good a form he is in. He's not just going for every ball. He's playing on the merit and still managing to get 4s and 6s.
This time once again he tries. Similar ball. Kashyap fails to middle it well. Hit straight, no run. Kashyap is seeing the ball as if he's seeing a football here.
Yes, he is in sublime touch. Looking really good, middling every ball.
Jasim Alai bowls this one, and Kashyap goes for a big hit. Doesn't connect it well, but still would get couple of runs. Easy pickings for Kashyap. 2 more runs to his score. Qurum Thunders comfortably in the chase, 33 for 1. The last ball of Jasim's over to come up. Bowls a full toss, low full toss, and it's been dispatched to long off for another single. So boundaries not coming thick and fast here for Kashyap after the first over blitz. End of the over, Qurum Thunders 34 for 1. Few fans coming up to watch the afternoon match. We would expect more fans coming up in the evening. A strong breeze blowing across the northwesterly winds. And what a picturesque stadium we have. One of the ITW prodigy staff there. Haitham comes into bowl. A slow ball to start with. And it's a single there.
Yes, that's another good start from Haitham. When in doubt, keep calm and bowl Yorkers. That's been the funda. Shoaib Khan, the new batter. 4 matches, 62 runs, 4 sixes, and a strike rate of 238. So he knows how to hit sixes.
This time he goes for a big hit. And it's cleared the circle for a boundary. What a start for Shoaib. Gets off to a similar start like his partner Kashyap. First ball boundary. Qurum Thunders 39 for 1.
That was a low full toss. Not easy to hit these. But he's done well. That's the caliber of Shoaib Khan. Almost crossing the ropes. Just falling short by a few inches. He'll get 4 nevertheless. Good start to his innings.
This time again he goes for a big one, and this is race to the boundary. What a shot. Straight down the ground. A lofted shot. Gets to the pitch of the ball. Shoaib Khan showing his talent. And this is clean hitting.
Yes, that's a poor delivery from Haitham. It's in the slot. And with Shoaib Khan on strike and the way he's performing, he's not going to miss out on those. That was hit straight, hit hard, and another boundary. So back-to-back boundaries for Shoaib. And the ball again will need some finding. Well done, young man. He's saved some precious time for all of us.
After a tidy second over by Azaiba 11, this is proving costly. Qurum Thunders racing to 43. Haitham bowls again another full toss, and this has been nicely picked from the off. What a shot from Shoaib Khan. 3 successive boundaries.
Well, Shoaib Khan now joins the party. He says a lot of attention has been given to Kashyap Kumar Prajapati and Jatinder Singh. Now it's my time to get and steal that limelight. Well deserved. He's a great talent, great prospect for Oman cricket, and one of the future stars if he performs the way he is right now.
He has been doing a good job in the 50 overs during the WCL, which finished in UAE recently. He was one of the top scorers for Oman.
Oh, that's another biggie. That's gone. Hasn't timed it too well, but yes, will find the fielder. One shot too many. And that's the end of the innings for Shoaib. Another wicket falls for Qurum Thunders. And Jasim will have the bragging rights against Shoaib Khan.
That's a commentator's curse. Just as we were praising Shoaib's knock, he departs. Apologies. This time going for a big one. Doesn't get the distance, get the elevation, and that's a good catch there by Jasim Elahi. Well taken, Jasim. Shoaib Khan departs for 12. 3 boundaries in that. Caught Jasim bowled Haytham Bahar. Qurum Thunders 47 for 2 in the third over. That's a dugout for Qurum Thunders. Back in the attack after the wicket. Haytham bowls a slow ball. The batter, new one is Qurum Thunders 47 for 2 after the dot ball. Kashyap unbeaten on 34 of 14. Jatinder and Shoaib back in the dugout. Suraj Kumar, the new batter after the fall of Shoaib Khan.
And it's Imran Mohammad who's been brought into the attack. This is his 6th game. 4 wickets already. But the economy has been very, very expensive. He needs to correct that. He's got the talent, just a little inconsistent. If he gets the right length, he's a very dangerous bowler. He's got the pace to trouble the batters as well.
Imitates a lot of Shoaib Akhtar. This time a short ball to start with. Well played there by Suraj. Picks up single to get off the mark. Qurum Thunders 48. Racing towards a victory. 48 of just 3.1 overs.
Yes, as of now, Qurum Thunders are in a very comfortable position. But things can change very quickly, Ashok. We've seen that in the D10 format. 1 or 2 good overs and the run rate shoots up.
Yes, we have examples of those collapses. Imran coming in. Bowls another short ball, but this time it's been pulled over for a single.
Kashyap Kumar Prajapati is on 35. Suraj is the new man in, who also has had a great start to this edition of Oman D10. Scored some vital runs in a pressure situation for Qurum Thunders where they had lost the top order. 57 is what he scored.
271 is the strike rate. So very impressive stroke player. A diminutive powerhouse. A short ball. Imran manages a dot ball here with 2 impressive stroke plays at the crease. A dot ball is a rarity, but this time Imran gets it. A good bouncer.
That's a good ball. Can he follow it up with a good Yorker? is something that we need to see. Can he bowl a slower one or a Yorker? Let's find out. Oh, that's a length delivery. And Suraj has managed to play that towards the point for a single.
Yes, Suraj is as destructive a player as Kashyap, Jatinder. They are some of the top order bats of Qurum Thunders. Kept quiet for some time. Few spectators coming in the afternoon to watch these interesting battles going on at the Oman Cricket Academy.
Yes, we can expect a lot more coming. It's a weekend.
This time a slow one. Kashyap picks up a single to keep the scoreboard ticking.
And if you're watching us online and you're in Muscat, we would urge you to come down to the venue and enjoy this live action. Support your favorite teams. Entry is free. And you might get to see us as well.
Pleasant evenings, a perfect atmosphere to watch cricket. Good cricket. Imran steaming in to bowl his last ball. This time a full length ball hit straight, and there is a chance of a run out, but Khalid doesn't throw the ball.
End of over number 4. Qurum Thunders are 51 for 2.
Qurum Thunders 51 for 2. Need 48 of 36. Now 47 of 35. Suraj Kumar on strike. Kashyap Kumar has been kept quiet. This time Suraj plays it deftly, and it's been guided to a boundary. Beats the fielder there. That's some class written over there in the shot from Suraj Kumar.
Well, very well played, well directed shot. Again, this is a testament that you don't have to hit every ball out of the park to score runs. You can play proper cricketing shots and still get value for your shots. Suraj is a perfect example.
Yes, Sagir bowling it wide this time. Just a single there. Sagir has been very expensive in his opening spell. He's conceded 6 runs already in this over. Kashyap facing Sagir.
Slower delivery, and it has been hammered. What a shot that is. It's been swept for a 6, and he's played that towards the cow corner. Not the easiest of shots. If you've seen this, you've seen some brilliance on screen.
He comes back into the action, Kashyap this time. After being kept quiet for some deliveries, this time he hits a big one. A biggie there, a maximum. This time a slow ball, better ball. And the batters Kashyap and Suraj running for 2 runs. But that's a great hit. A great direct hit. That sees the back of Kashyap Kumar. Another run out. The double wasn't there. The ball had gone straight to the fielder. Looking for the second. But that's a fantastic direct hit.
Well, what a soft way to get out. Running between the wickets. Just an underarm throw. And it has hit the stumps. Quick release was the key. He didn't take time to throw it overarm. As soon as he picked it up, he released it and also managed to get a direct hit. That's the end of a very entertaining knock from Kashyap Prajapati. He's walking back. Qurum Thunders are 63 for 2.
A single day. Qurum Thunders 65 for 3 after the completion of 5 overs.
जल्दी 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 सेम फील्ड शाबाश शाबाश वासु गुड ओवर गुड ओवर कैप्टन ओवर एट ऑन टाइम गुड जॉब बैट्समैन सेम बॉलर कंटिन्यू
Jasim Ilai and Haitham Bahar picking up the 2 wickets to fall. Imran, the new bowler, continues his spell, the second spell. Sandeep Gaur is the new batter. Qurum Thunders 66 for 3. New batter at the crease, Sandeep Gaur, and there's a new commentator in the comm box. Welcome, Mikhail.
Sandeep Gaur is the new batter. 66 for 3, Qurum Thunders. Imran is on 5. He's given in his 7 deliveries that he's bowled so far. And another quick single, direct hit. Very well done by the fielder there. Quick release, but they'll still manage to sneak in a single. And sneaking in the comm box right now with me is Mikhail. Mikhail, welcome.
Good afternoon, Shoaib, and good afternoon to all our viewers as well tuned in to this live broadcast of ours. They've just lost a wicket courtesy run out. They can't chance their luck. This time though, the batter making it in, Sandeep Gaur. The chase is pretty much on for Qurum Thunders. But what they need at the moment is a partnership that can just consolidate their position as well.
Slow delivery has been guided towards the third man. They'll get a single, and as of now they're dealing in singles and happy to do so, Qurum Thunders, because they've got the runs on the board. And this is an opportunity for these batters, the middle order, to be tested for Qurum. They get some match time and will be ready for the top 4 if they qualify.
Oh yes, and Suraj, in fact, he walked in the last time as well in a situation like this and ended up being the player of the match. He's not new to these kind of tense situations.
Short ball. Oh, there's an edge. Not with intent, but still manages to get 4. A very good ball from Imran. He shouldn't feel bad about this. Yes, he's lost the battle, but definitely won the war.
What a delivery. It had everything. Pace, bounce, play or leave in 2 minds, and was lucky that he got a top edge that went way over the wicketkeeper. That could have easily gone into his gloves, and he would have pouched that as well. But Sandeep will have to make use of all the reprieves and luck that's coming his way at the moment. Qurum Thunders have a straightforward chase at the moment, 27 of 26. They don't need to panic. A runner ball from here on will take them home.
Another good delivery, another tight run, another chance for a run out. Azaiba 11. Sometimes you need a bit of a luck in your favor. That's not happening for Azaiba right now.
Oh yes, and I fail to understand the plan here of Qurum Thunders. They don't need to do anything that will call for risk. Once again, very lucky. Had that been a direct hit, it could have been curtains for Sandeep Gaur.
Played it straight down towards mid-off. Another single. So now it will be .26 that will be needed of 24 balls. Qurum Thunders, 6 overs gone, 73 for 3.
The top order of Qurum Thunders has shown in this tournament, and it's up to the middle order now to take them home. They'll be tested. They'll need to show some character and resolve. Haitham Bahar has been so good in the death overs.
Yes, he has, and he starts off well as well. That's a good ball, a Yorker lane delivery. Nothing much Sandeep could do, but play towards long on and get a single. So 25 more needed of 23 balls. As Qurum Thunders, you don't want to take it to the end. You want to finish it off with 1 over or at least 10 balls to spare. What do you think?
Yes, you ideally want to do that, but at the moment, with them already qualifying into the top 4, almost there, net run rate is something they'll not be worried about. It's about the win. It's about getting home. We'll quickly take a look at the boundary riders on the leg side. Long on, mid-wicket, deep square leg in position.
Nudges it for another single, Suraj. He knows that the game is in their hands. They don't need to lose wickets. If these two batters are out there in the middle till the last ball, you can be rest assured Qurum Thunders will make it home.
The problem here for Azaiba 11 is that they've not had the runs on the board. 98 is not enough against Qurum Thunders on this surface.
Slow delivery high up in the air. Fielder will just watch the ball sail over his head. So Qurum Thunders now taking the charge. Sandeep Gaur plays that beautifully and places it over long on for a well-deserved 6 runs.
Well, before this delivery, there were 4 hits away from victory. Make that 3 now. 18 more needed after that 6 has been dispatched over long on. It's a very good surface to bat on. And that was hit with the wind.
That's a very well directed Yorker. Umpire says not out. That could mean that there's some bat involved. Yes, no signal from the umpire, Sagir, signaling that it's a leg by. So some bat involved there. But that was a really good ball. A good comeback from Haitham.
Just looking to play across the line, Sandeep. But that 6 will really ease the pressure as well in the dugout. Oh yes, clear inside edge onto that one. But how well has this combination of Haitham and Jasim been?
Yes, the key has been bowling Yorkers and the slower deliveries. All the bowlers who've been able to do that on a consistent basis have performed well in fan code D10. And the other bowlers who haven't should take a leaf and try to apply that more in their bowling.
Yes, it's about length, D10. It's about bowling with a lot of mind at the same time. 16 needed of 19. Sandeep on strike.
Slow delivery and has been played in the extra cover region for a single. 7 overs gone. Qurum Thunders are 84 for 3. So some crowd definitely coming in to enjoy this game this evening of high octane entertainment. D10 format, the shortest format, the most exciting format, and exciting times for Khalid Rashid to be bowling. The captain has brought himself into the attack. 6th game, including this one, 7 matches, 7 wickets, and an economy of 9 and over. That's really good in a D10 format.
My only question is, if he is the captain and he is the best bowler for Azaiba 11, why has he introduced himself so late? 84 already for Qurum Thunders. They've almost won the match, 1 leg across the finishing line, and he introduces himself into the attack.
Steps down the track and the first ball has been lodged into the seating area. What a great hit that is from Sandeep Gaud. The first ball itself, using his feet, not afraid to come out of his crease, and he's hit it nice and high for a 6.
Oh, he picked that effortlessly and played that over long gone. Sandeep Gaud has looked very good. Once again giving the charge and plays it towards long gone for a single. It's becoming very easy now for Qurum Thunder. Just a matter of time before the finishing touches will be applied.
Yes, and as we discussed, they want to finish it off as soon as possible. Finishing off the run chase with 10-12 balls to spare is a statement. Meanwhile, Khalid Rashid succumbing under pressure. Bowls another one, darting down the leg side, will be called a wide.
Did speak to him during the toss and told him that his bowling was coming out really well. And he was like, we'll make most of it till the time it lasts. This time played towards mid-wicket for another single, but they're running the first run fast. They'll keep it 2-1.
Yes, 7 more needed of 16 deliveries. 93 for 3 now. Cruising towards victory, Qurum Thunders. Another good looking shot straight down the ground. So as soon as the players, the Omani national side players, have joined Qurum Thunders, they look like a different setup altogether.
Oh yes, they look dangerous. The top order is full of explosive batsmen, and they'll want to keep that consistency going. Nicely bowled here by Khalid. Will not be able to stop this one. 10 years ago, he would have dived and collected that.
4 more needed of 13 balls. Will Sandeep look to finish it off in this over itself? 1 shot away, 1 boundary away. Well, sets up to go for a big hit, but a good ball from Khalid Rashid will mean only 1 run will be on offer. 8 overs gone, 96 for 3.
Al-Balushi to bowl the 9th over, 3 to win. Oh, he's been castled. Just didn't pick the length over there. Balushi has something to cheer. They are laughing and enjoying this moment. Sandeep got overcommitting into that shot and didn't quite pick the length this time. And once he lost out on that, he was beaten not just for pace, but also in terms of getting the big runs.
Al-Balushi, team owner, brings himself Asif and gets that wicket of Sandeep Gaud. He'll be a happy man going back, and I'm sure this clip is going to go viral. 8.1 overs gone, Qurum Thunders 96 for 4.
Asif Al-Balushi tasting success in his very first delivery, getting rid of Sandeep Gaud. Ayyappa Chonira Ratan makes his way to the middle. Only 3 to get. Qurum Thunders very much in command and in control of this game to secure 2 more points and go to the top of the points table for the moment though.
Another flighted, slower delivery outside off. Ayyappa doesn't want to do anything fancy. Just plays a proper textbook cover drive and takes a single, gives the strike to Suraj, who will want to finish things off now, will want to score the winning runs and take Qurum Thunders home.
It's been a very easy chase here for Qurum Thunders. That's because they began on such a strong note, it becomes very easy for the middle order to capitalize upon.
Oh, that's hit high. Hasn't gone the distance. One bounce and will clear the ropes. So that's another good hit. A winning shot from the bat of Suraj. He gets those runs and 2 points for Qurum Thunders. They chase this target down comfortably in the end with 9 balls to spare. And it has been an all-round performance from Qurum. They were brilliant with the ball. And with the bat, it was Kashyap Kumar Prajapati who came out, scored some runs, quick fire runs, and set the platform for Qurum Thunders. They win by 6 wickets. Handshakes all around. Azaiba look like a team that needs some impetus. They've got the talent, but they've not been able to finish things off well for themselves. They've got starts, but a team game has to be played with team members. 1 or 2 individual performances cannot help you win tournaments. They will help you win a few games, but if you want to win tournaments, you need different players at different times to put their hands up.
Absolutely, Shoaib. Contrasting emotions here. Qurum Thunders walk back victorious. Azaiba 11 after this loss now lie in danger of not qualifying into the top 4 as well. The captain did mention Khalid Rachid. They are in a must-win situation. Suraj Singh with a winning hit. He's doing a fine job in the middle order of taking his team through. As the teams now walk back, exchanging pleasantries, it's Qurum Thunders who now power themselves to the top of the points table with another very strong performance. Very strong batting order, and the bowling as well has delivered. It's an all-round side, a complete performance by Qurum Thunders in the fan code Oman D10, as Azaiba 11 will have one more match to play and rely heavily on the results of the other teams as well if they need to progress and qualify into the top 4 of the fan code Oman D10. Well, the batting performance clearly for everybody to see. Prajapati as always on fire. Jatinder Singh missing out this time. Last night he was the player of the match. Shoaib Khan showed promise, but just when he looked good, he was dismissed. And then Sandeep Gaud came and played a very vital innings of 24 and 13, and Suraj Kumar as always holds that middle order as they eclipse the target.
Well, nothing to highlight in that bowling card of Azaiba 11. The pick of the bowlers was Jasim Ilahi for me. 2 overs, 22 runs and a wicket. Haitham Bahar also getting a wicket, and Asif Balushi in the last over got a wicket as well. Comfortable chase, 101 for 4 in 8.3 overs, and Qurum Thunders win by 6 wickets. That's the package for you. Of course, it was a great start from Kashyap Kumar Prajapati. Played some glorious drives around the extra cover region. Such a great hitter of the cricket ball. Times it, middles it, and scores heavily for his national side as well as Qurum Thunders. That was the wicket of Jatinder Kumar. Was out on a golden duck. Jatinder Singh, apologies. And after that, there was a small but very important partnership being played between Suraj Kumar and Sandeep Gaud.
And then this hopeless run out here for Qurum Thunders, which could have been avoided. Pace was generated by Imran Mohammad, but the total was too small to defend as Qurum Thunders kept finding the big hits at ease and were marching towards the target of theirs. Sandeep Gaud used his feet very well to take his team through, and then this moment of madness by him spelled his doom. But by the end of it, Suraj Singh ensured with this boundary, he gets Qurum Thunders the 2 points as well in the fan code Oman D10. So a confirmation, Qurum Thunders winning this fixture by 6 wickets and adding a lot of hope as they progress into the final 4. Batting first, Azaiba 11, 98 for 5. Never looked like going. Arsalan Bashir promoted in the batting order, got 29. Rao Wakar and Akmal as well after the starts threw it away. Ayyappa Chonira Ratan, 1 for 11 for him. Chandrasekhar, 1 for 24. And Samesh Srivastava. But in the chase, it was Qurum Thunders all over.
Well, Kashyap Kumar Prajapati scoring 44 of 19, Sandeep Gaud 24, and that sealed the deal for Qurum Thunders. They win the game by 6 wickets. Right, so it's time for us to dive into a short break, and when we are back, we'll be back with the post-match presentation for this game.